Hey Crafty Mavens, so I have my memorabilia layout ready to go here, well, ready to start, and I have zero idea what I'm going to do with this page, so that'll be fun. I am going to use, it's this superhero collection from Echo Park. It's a mini, what do they call it, a mini theme, and I used part of it already on some calendar pages, and the rest I'm using for these pages of the convention that we went to a couple weeks ago. So it's double-sided papers that are super cute, like super cute, get it? And it's super heroes, haha. Sorry, I'm trying to be funny. I fail usually. I have some scraps of black paper to use. And then the kit came with a sticker sheet. So I have that. The memorabilia that I'm using today, I have our bracelets. The thing was called Heroes and Villains, and so Saturday's bracelets say hero and Sundays say villain, and I love them. So they're gonna go on the page. That's my memorabilia bit for this one. And I'll put you on fast forward now and get us started. Thanks. So I'm going to talk you through a little bit about what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of going through my photos, and what I decided is I have too many photos to do one page. It's going to be a double page. I'm going to, the first page, focus on our meet and greets with these mostly dudes. And then on the second page I'm going to focus on the cosplay. Although I'm going to put our cosplay on our page with our meet and greets, because most of the reason that we did the cosplay was for one of these meet and greets. So not meet and greets, it's a photo op, not a meet and greet. They're different. Not that anyone cares about that, but we did. So I love this action bubble paper for the background, so I'm going to end up using it. The back side of it's also really cute. But so here I'm just trying to figure out how to put my photos together. And I decided sort of like this grid and making it one big grid. I'm going to put it on black cardstock. I think I'm like, oh, I'll use one of the scraps from a project that I did. And then I'm like, that's really dumb. Just get out a piece of black cardstock. I buy it in packs of like 25. So there's really no point in not buying a sheet of black cardstock or grabbing a sheet of it to use. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so I make these photos into a grid. And there's the one spot in the corner, kind of leftover spot, but that's where I'm going to put my memorabilia. It ends up working perfectly. I lay this down, and I just think it doesn't quite pop off enough. So what I'm going to do is grab a piece of white, because the page actually has all that white space between the bubbles, and the bubbles are white and whatever. It looks good. Only problem I have with my new print trimmer is that it doesn't do this. It doesn't gut a page. So I just poked a hole with my X-Acto knife and kind of cut around it with scissors. And now I'm going to grab my trimmer back out. And I'm going to cut, I think 1/4 inch is what I cut off one side and the bottom. And then I'm putting a white frame around the whole page and a white frame around my little photo block there, and it does a really great job of getting just a nice even tiny little border around that grid whatever, and I love the way that the grid looks now. So here I put adhesive on just one side, and that's sort of my trick that I'm trying recently about how to get it down a little bit more evenly. And so I just sort of get that down. It's not perfectly even, but it looks pretty good. Now I put my photo grid down right there. And here's where I'm going to use those bracelets. And I'm going to put that one there and the blue one at the top. I liked the blue against the black of that one picture. It has a lot of black. So most of you saw, you've probably seen the first part of this layout, and now basically I have my memorabilia down. in the form of those bracelets that we wore. I have my big grid that I created of photos, and it just needs a little bit of embellishment now, I feel like, and then I think we're good. So I'm gonna see what works. I actually really like the idea of this, and I think if I trim right along there, I can layer like that. And then this would be a really good time to still have that T-square, Sean. Sean doesn't have the T-square anymore, but that's okay. I feel like I can. Yes, I'm kind of demolishing this sticker, but I bought this kit for this particular layout anyway, so I feel like that's okay. I really like the way that looks with that little city back there. It just gives it a little bit of grounding, if you want to call it that. And let's see, is there anything else that I really need on there? You know what? I think these stars will really add a nice little touch like that. We'll just grab a few of these stars off of here. Grab a yellow one on this. Kind of create a tiny triangle there. Sort of draw you in. And I like that sort of going off the edge of there. Actually, I think we'll do one more right there. And I really think, so I'm going to do an accompanying page to this page that has some cosplay from the event, and on that page I'll write like the name of the event and hopefully a little bit of journaling. And that's really it. So use some memorabilia on your pages, and have it up here by the 14th of December, and we'll do a drawing. And I'm going to do a $10 gift card to an online store for you guys. So if you heard that and you post something, I'll draw a winner from the people who post, and we'll go from there. So thanks again for watching, guys. See you later.